So after Clearfield, I was in Plainsville, I think. Clearfield, and then I went to Pleasantville or Plainsville, something like that. And it was just another random town in Utah, not as ghetto as Clearfield or Ogden. It was kind of like a step up in quality of town. And we lived in the basement at this old lady's house. She was like 90 or something, and she had a picture of her whole family in her living room above the fireplace. And from her and her husband, they had like 10 kids or something like that. And then like each one of those had like so many kids, and then so many kids and so many kids. And she had 100 like people in her family, like just from her and her husband in her lifetime, like underneath her, like 100 plus people. That's like, it doesn't even register. But when you see the picture and you're looking at it and you're like looking at her and she's just like this little old grandma, it's just wild. But my companion at that time was Elder Carpenter, Ryan Carpenter, and he was from, I can't remember right now, but he was a baseball player, just like a typical like baseball player jock kind of dude. And things were kind of slow as far as teaching during that transfer period that we were together. But one of the highlights of my mission, well, I don't know if it's really a highlight, but like an interesting story type of thing, happened when we were teaching this like 20-something-year-old girl, so like she's our age, and there used to be this thing called like flirt to convert, and just as like a joke, but like Carpenter was like, yo, let's go meet up with this girl at the church. And and because we're missionaries, we have keys to all the churches. Like any church we want, we could just go in at any time. Like it could be 3 o'clock in the morning, we could go in there. So it was like, it was a day that we knew no people were gonna be at the church. And obviously you're gonna say like, yeah, Sunday, of course, but no, like out there, like that's the culture. So it's like every single day besides Monday, there's people at the church, like whether it's doing administrative stuff or like recreational or just like whatever. Like there's always people at the church except for on Monday, because Monday is family night for like the whole religion. So the whole culture on Monday nights, that's like for the family, 100%, which is dope. And we just kind of exploited that weakness, I guess, in the armor. And we linked up with this girl there, and then I was like, wait a minute, like they're hooking up in some random room in the church, and I'm just like looking out, like just keeping a spy. They're just kissing, they're not like doing nothing wild. But then I'm like, all right, let's get out of here. And she's like, okay, my grandparents are out of town, so I'm house sitting for them. So we went over there, and they went in the basement for like a half an hour, and I watched TV. I think it was like some kind of comedy show. Can't remember what it was, but like that was completely irresponsible and reckless